Guys, we are finally there. This is the week that people finish school and get ready for Beesmas. This is the week that is before Christmas Day, and you guys know what happens on Christmas Day, usually at least, because it could delay it as usual, but Beesmas is usually when Christmas Day is, which does mean next week is Christmas Day. So what is on Christmas Day? Beesmas! We haven't been this close in such a long time. I am so excited, but we do got a few things to talk about. Also, real quick, while editing this, I found out that apparently Onett has added more files to do with Beesmas to the test realm while it updated, and you will see that in a second, but this could mean that Beesmas is actually going to be tested inside of the test realm, which is just amazing information, first of all, but also it gotta be sometimes this week as well, because we are so close to it now, so we are really in the end game. Expect the next few days to be crazy. Anyway, back to the main video. As you guys do see over here, Onett has actually updated the public test realm after 11 hours once again, after 2 or 3 days of not really updating it and not exactly being online as well. Not saying he has to be online 24/7 working, but Beesmas is upcoming, you know what I mean. Anyway though, we do have the test realm update that apparently broke a lot of things. I will show and talk about those things in a second too, because there is something a little more interesting on Onett's profile. And yes, I am on Onett's profile for the 50th time today, and yes as well, you might be wondering what is more interesting than a test realm update. And if you do remember, Onett had this one sub place with a 2 server size. Now if I do click on that sub place, it has also been updated as well, which does mean his focus is still on this upcoming update, because I thought bro was just spam fixing bugs and everything and just doing a normal recycled Beesmas, but it still seems like the sub place he has created on the 5th of December, not that long ago even, to be honest, nearly 10 days ago, 9 days ago right now, and even after the update it still has 2 people max, which is interesting because it means it is not an accident, it's actually supposed to be 2. No idea what it could be for, and it's really weird that Onett uploaded a sub place into the main game instantly. But another interesting thing is that we can track when Onett is playing on his alt account, being Beeswarm bug report, and it does seem like this alt account was online quite a few before, which does show that Onett is actively working, apart from like the last 2 days. But anyway, we'll talk more on that in a second, because I do actually want to join the test realm and show you guys what has been bugged, because there haven't been any fixes in this new update. The only thing that it really got updated for, I guess, is actually I don't even know, because the only thing that happened was, first of all, when the update first came out, autosave was fully broken, so it does mean that there are still bugs. Maybe Onett has countered that instantly or tried something new, but people were getting kicked every time they join, which is good. It's happening in the test room at least, and not the main game if it was to be pushed out then. But another thing that happened is, no, nothing got added. The only thing is that if you try to use a voucher now, they do not work at all. So yeah, there are still so many more bugs that Onett has to fix, and I don't want to put any pressure on him because I'm sure it's not that crazy and that hard to even fix, like maybe a few lines of code, maybe like an hour for everything. The emote wheel is unfortunately still here. We do have the default inventory and so many other bugs that are still kept, so I don't really know what Onett plans are with this. Maybe he's just working on the content right now rather than fixing the small bugs. Like a voucher isn't a big deal, who really cares, and it's just a test room at the end of the day. Everything is going to be reset in like probably next week, because if you guys do think about it, this upcoming week, actually not even the next week, this upcoming week is the week before Beesmas, so we really gotta be locked in with our Beesmas preparation on our main accounts in the main game, not the test realm, because I see so many people playing the test realm and it's like, bro, you know this gonna be reset. Like, yeah, it's really cool, people are making a massive amount of honey, but this is probably gonna be reset in the next few days. If Onett doesn't release Beesmas early or on time, then it'll probably be way more than that. I don't know if Onett will release Beesmas in the test realm though, if you are wondering. Test everything that he is working on apart from the bug fixes, I don't really know. I mean, I would hope so, but if it's just a recycled one, then probably not. If there's some new things to test that requires actual people and not just his alt account, then yeah, it probably would. And this week for Beeswarm is going to be really interesting, because this is the week before Beesmas, and this is where we get either all the information or we get nothing and we get a recycled Beesmas. So let's just hope for the best this week. I'm sure that Onett will still deliver as he always does, but I'm just really excited, bro. And I'm sure you guys are even more excited because you guys finished school as well, and potentially Beesmas might even release, because 2 years ago or 3 years ago today on the 14th we got RoboBet inside of the test realm, I think for the first time ever. So it's not like hope has been lost, because it really hasn't. Like Onett could legit release Beesmas with all the bugs fixed inside of the test realm to test whatever new feature there would be, who knows. But there is definitely still hope. If there is delusion, there is hope. It just makes me so excited thinking about what bro is actually working on, and and mostly because that poo server sub place is still getting updated, which is actually a really good sign, because if it wasn't getting updated, then I would have fully lost my hope and there would have been no delusion left, but it's still looking good. Anyway though, this week is definitely gonna be interesting. This is officially the week before Beesmas. We are closer than ever and it's looking amazing.